Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Wednesday the 6th of May. So starting off looking at the euro dollar, and well, yesterday I suspected that bearish pivot swing saw some follow through. Will we see a continuation? We've seen a lot of economies, a lot of countries talking about getting back to normal and coming out of the lockdowns, but yet to see complete details of these. And okay, the world's getting a bit more excited about it. The financial markets are getting a bit more excited about it, but we'll see how it plays out. At the moment, though, the euro has softened. It's made a new low again this morning so far. It's not really convincing as you look through it technically here. Maybe a bit of divergence sitting on the 4-hourly on the RSI there. No real signs of that on MACD. It's just purely RSI, sort of a bit of divergence. Maybe a bit of an early warning. Coming down the time frame here then, okay, so it's broken through this sort of horrible mess that was there for most of yesterday afternoon through. Daily pivots above, there's the potential for that if it can keep any momentum moving here. The divergence certainly looks like it's there on this sort of time frame, the weakness coming through this move down, but technically it still looks to me like there may be some more downside in this market. So I just need to sit and wait there. Not a clear signal. It's not been a clearer market, the euro, nor has the pound of late. Pound yesterday did a pop and drop. You can see how consolidated it is on the dailies here. It's the 4-hourlies here show you even better. Since the beginning of this week, it's been quite range bound, not going too far at all, and coming down. Okay, I'm on a 30 minutes. Just change this to a 60-minute chart for a moment, and you see just how consolidated this market really is. There are some pips in there, but it's a tight old market. And well, of the two, the European markets, if you like, that I'm looking at here, the pound I'd prefer over the euro for any upside, but it's not convincing either way, and really consolidating as we move into the sort of bank holiday weekend. Dollar yen, well, that's continuing the slow sort of movement to the downside there, and I say slow because it really is. I mean, some of the daily ranges here at the moment is really the average true range there, sliding off really quite quickly relatively to where it was. Okay, we don't expect it up in those high, near enough 200 pip movements, but sitting down now back to 80, and a lot of that as well. It is not giving it spread out over the day too much. Anyway, what we got here, lower highs, lower lows running through here. Let's say not seeing too much on that. Maybe if it breaks this flag pattern, it'll roll over, but again, untouched daily pivot above has maybe been seen some money to safety. We'll see how it livens up now. We're getting into the European markets here, but in fact, the only signal I really can see there is continued downside potential. Okay, that's the yen. Aussie dollar. So Aussie dollar again, the tightish movements in these markets you just see on the dailies, not really looking at gain average true range coming off quite sharply. The daily ranges. The 4-hourly here, it was all looking like it might have rolled some more when it did break through yesterday morning there, but well, it soon recovered there. But again, that still looks like it's starting that sort of track back a bit more, coming down the time frames here, already through its daily pivot to the downside. If it is tracking down, maybe we could be looking for a break of the trend across the lows here, and I'm not convinced on the upside at the moment there. If it gets back above the daily pivot, starts moving, well, then yesterday's highs, the R1 would be in range, but at the moment really prefer to be sort of trading what the pattern in the bigger time frames is maybe showing us. Canadian dollar, it's been quite an inverted Australian dollar for large parts of it, but it held on to its gains better yesterday against the US dollar here, and it's just sort of been tracking back south. I wouldn't normally look at the Canadian dollar. Well, it's been a decent swingy sort of move since the beginning of the week there. It's just running out of momentum almost. It looks like it's just sort of slowed up on this smaller time frame. It's confirmed higher lows on this little time frame here. Question is really if it can break through that 200, maybe it's got some further downside there, but it's almost looking like it's setting to break the upside here and push back up, but not a clear market for sure, and it's certainly slowed down there. So that's pretty much it. I'll have a quick look at oil. Oil's just sort of continue to push up through. Solid movement. It's actually broken through what I was looking for yesterday. It's just broken through that daily 50. Maybe selling at the moment a little bit. We'll see if we see more of a correction. Maybe for me to get into, I'll see a break of that 4-hourly 8. So just been waiting, and then it's just taking too long, and then running through the lower volatility periods. Sitting here on the hourly here, maybe, as I say, if it starts breaking through a little bit lower, gives a signal, may see a bigger correction, but whilst it's pushing up, I should just stand aside there. The S&Ps, get the right chart on here, there we go. S&Ps then. So S&Ps continued yesterday, a little bit of a rally up, and this morning really looking like a nice bullish pivot swing there. Whether that can see a continuation move there, but coming down the time frames here, doesn't perhaps look quite so strong in that move. Lacking sort of real momentum sort of coming through this. But we'll see. It's almost at a sort of switch point where it may just cross back up and continue. Not quite made yesterday's highs there yet. If you can break through, well, maybe we've got more to go on that. But certainly looks like it's slowing down where we're sitting at the moment. So again, it's a bit like this on Monday. Yesterday wasn't a lot better. There was a few things euro yesterday looked really sort of soft when I was looking at it, but didn't necessarily give anyone an immediate trade. It did actually pop and drop there eventually, but these markets certainly stalling long periods, particularly on the euro here, long periods of consolidation, relatively short period of movement. So hopefully we'll get some movement today. Have a great day. Bye for now.